You're still watching News at 10 with me, Edward Kwabi. Now, the Electoral Commission on Friday launched a 5-year communication strategy as part of efforts to improve access to information from the EC. The chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Madam Charlotte Osei, at the launch said the success of any elections depends on the effective engagement of stakeholders and voters, as well as building knowledge and confidence in the electoral system. Dr. Meson Magwe, who is the Executive Director of the Center for Media Analysis, joins me on phone now. Good evening, sir, and thanks for your time on News at 10.
Yeah, good evening, and good evening to your audience.
Well, how crucial is this communication strategy for any organization, most especially the EC?
Hello, if you could speak a bit louder.
I'm asking how crucial is this communication strategy for an organization like the EC?
Yeah, thank you very much. The EC having such a plan or a strategic communication plan is very critical. You agree with me that democracy is linked to all the core functions of every democratic processes is actually an exchange of ideas, and communication plays a very critical role. And with the EC having a 5-year strategic plan and has come out with a communication plan that will go in making sure every phase of the plan is well disseminated, effectively disseminated to all stakeholders is very commendable. And I would say that having a communication plan is very, very critical to the work of the EC.
Don't you think this has come a little late, considering the fact that earlier EC focused more on changing its logo, which generated a lot of controversy?
Oh, I wouldn't say so, in the sense that the EC coming up with such a plan is not late at all. It's rather going to enhance their activities, and as I said, the EC deserves to be commended for having thought of a communication plan, in a sense that many organizations normally relegate strategic communication plan to the lowest ebb in their organizational engagement. And for EC to come up with such a plan, I think is going to enhance their functions, is going to strengthen the relationship between EC and the electorate and the general public. And one critical aspect of it is that it's going to create transparency, in the sense that communication itself creates transparency. And having a strategic communication plan to throw more light and to engage effectively and timely with all stakeholders will strengthen the democratic processes and the democratic mandate that has been given to the EC.
We have just close to, about 3 months to the general elections. How do you reckon the EC positions itself to better communicate with electorate and, of course, the general public and its key stakeholders like the media?
I think with the EC coming out with such a plan, it's also, or it scores a point that EC has actually realized some of the communication drawbacks it had earlier on. And this is a way of rectifying that and making sure that it is well poised to engage with the public effectively. And also, in addition to that, I will also say that the EC has also realized that it can't engage effectively. It can rather build trust, institutional trust, by having an effective communication processes. And this is going a long way to add the public trust value that the EC needs, especially getting to having few months to general elections.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight.